Hello and welcome back to the channel. So this week is another Nurburgring Blast, and I thought I'd do something a bit different because RaceRoom has just had an update and added some new content. So the graphics update brings the graphics up to a better standard. I don't think it's my cup of tea still, but it definitely looks a lot better. But the biggest intro was the DTM 1995 cars. Now we had the C-Class DTM, which we've done elsewhere on the channel already, did a 701 if memory serves me correctly, and now they've added the Opel Calibra DTM, which is one of my all-time favourite cars, and there is a reason why. So I was lucky enough, when I was a little nipper, my dad took me to the DTM at the Nurburgring in 1994, and I fell in love with the Calibra. It also helped that my mum had a Vauxhall Calibra at the time, so it was amazing to see the car that I would sit in and be driven to school in, out on a racetrack. So it was amazing. I still have the program just here from the Nurburgring. I'll show you a bit of that. And in this program you can see some legendary cars and drivers. Got Klaus Ludwig, this of course is 94, we're driving the 95 car before he moved over to Opel. As you can see there, that's the 94 car. With some information if you can read German, and the legendary Keke Rosberg. So yeah, the Vauxhall Opel Calibra holds a really special spot in my heart. Special livery that we're going to be taking around, which is Klaus Ludwig's from the 95 season. So it's the one with the blue back end. I just think it just hits just right. That Old Spice sponsorship on the rear of the car. So this is a four-wheel drive automatic. In real life you could drive it fully automatic, ABS, traction control. It had airbags. This was a time when the DTM was probably more technologically advanced than F1. Like they eventually had like movable weights that you could move forward and backwards in the car that helped the distribution. But compared to the C-Class, this is four-wheel drive, whereas the C-Class was rear-wheel drive. So from what I've had a quick go of before already, shall we say, it is a little bit understeering. So let's go and check it out and see how it does around the Nürburgring. Right, so Opel Calibra versus the Nürburgring, the 95 DTM car. Amazing cars these are, and as I said, it's a soft spot for myself. Right, across the line. I should take first for this corner. Look at the understeer and a bit of oversteer on the exit. Right, down the hill we go. Have to be careful not to bump the limiter in this thing. Gonna lift off, get it in the camber and then back on the power. Right, flying through into the first technical section. It actually takes seconds just to combat some of the understeer that this four-wheel drive car makes. Down into second again and then squat on the power. There we go. Back to second for this last corner on the first technical section. Then let's open her up, bump the limiter there. It makes a horrible sound when you do that. Right, flat out towards flung pats, up to fifth gear. Right, 230 kph. Dab a brake, get that nose in, and back on the power. Come on. The V6, I have to say, from the interior, sitting here, doesn't sound great. But outside, wow, it sounds amazing. Watch the replay video and oh my god. Right, shrinking cuts, here we come. Flat out. Gonna actually have a dab a brake, get the nose in and back on the power. Yes, easy, and then hard on the brakes. Brakes are really good in this car. And then on the power, there we go. Wind her out. The V6, when you're off the cam, so you low down the RPM, feels pretty gutless, but up the top, absolutely sings. Flat out through the compression we go. Dap a brake, up over the rise, trying to avoid the curb. Get the nose in, and then hard on the brakes. That should take first down all the way down to here. And then second on the exit. There we go. Whew, right. Let's lengthen these gears as much as possible. Get as much forward speed as possible. There's no shift light in this car, which is a bit annoying. Dab a brake. There's the understeer though. Normally I'd expect this corner to be a third gear corner, but we're actually second gear to just try and increase the rotation. Same with this one. Now this car in a point and squirt race I think would be absolutely epic, but anything with long corners, then it's not quite very pleasant. So this is miss it miss. I'm going to go to third, and you can see how much lot we're putting in to just try and get that thing to turn. All the way down to first, get that nose in. And I think wet weather, this will probably be a really stable car. It doesn't really fight you that much. See, we're down to second for that corner there. Just couldn't get it to turn in. And second for this one as well. Right, up the hill. Come on. Towards the louder kink we go. This should be easy flat. That's fifth gear. Yeah. And then hard on the brakes. Look at the input we're having to put. That's a lot of understeer. Now, you probably can weed out a little bit of that through setup, but Nurburgring Blast rules, we have no setup, just stock car how it comes. So flat out up the hill. From my testing, there's no point in changing to sixth, we'll just lose pace. 245 almost, gonna maybe hit the limiter. Stopped accelerating. Right, bravery corner. Dab a brake, get the nose in, back on the power. This is where the engine feels a bit gutless. Come on. Need to wait for the cam to kind of kick in. It's almost like driving Honda with VTEC. Use first gear there just to, again, aid rotation. Right. Come into the carousel. First gear. Oh, it's just wants to pop out there. Right. Come on, power. Ooh, hit the limiter. It makes awful sound, it does. Right, into the roller coaster section. Hit the curb there, so I had to back out a little bit. Yeah, gonna need third up here. Second, look at the amount of understeer we're getting. Right, Schrieden Kreuz. No, this is Wipperman. Lift. Dab. Look at the understeer. Oh, understeer was killing us through there. Didn't quite have the right line either. Right, come on. A little bit of grass on the exit. On the brakes, down we come. Oh, that's the kind of corner that really struggles on. Right, into Brunchen. Come on, turn, turn. There we go. And then hard on the brakes again. Downshift protection stopping me being too keen. Oh, up over the rise, nearly lost the rear end. Right, flat out. Oh, a little jump there and then back on the brakes. Right, flat out, up over the rise. V6 straining at the reins. A little bit of air under the nose there. Stefan Bellafes. Bit of curb. Car rides the curb pretty well. Oh, that doesn't matter. Down one gear for the worst corner on the track. And then down another one. Get the nose in. Oh god, that understeer just taking us off wide. Into the baby carousel. Again, the understeer. Absolutely crippling this car. Oh, bump the limiter again. Right, last corner before Dottinger Her. I think we'll touch the grass a little bit there. Right, fourth gear on the exit. Whew, and we can relax. Right. Got the mile long straight down here. RaceRoom looking pretty nice. And some sunset sun here at the Nürburgring. Sixth gear, so it ain't going to go much faster than this. Well, that's 257 kph. I'll actually start going slower up here. Right, going to go flat out under the Bilstein Bridge there. And then going to line of least resistance, and then we're going to have to slam on the brakes. Pretty much V-max there. And then hard on the brakes. Get the nose in, come on. And then get... Right, first gear for the final corner. Right, on the power, come on, come on, come on. And cross the line. Oh, that was quite good fun. I have to say this car is incredibly neutral. It's great to see it in a game like this. as you've seen, this car's got a massive soft spot for me. Klaus Ludwig's Calibra. My mum had a Calibra at the time as well. So yeah, let's see how fast it went compared to the Mercedes C-Class DTM. Wow, so that's a bit of a different outro, and that's just because for whatever reason RaceRoom didn't record that time, so I had to go back, watch it back, and do a stopwatch on it. But it was a 6:55.271, so about 6 seconds faster than the C-Class DTM Mercedes, and that might just be down to a little bit of the car, but also I think I have got better as a racer round here in the Nürburgring, because that was a good few years ago. Memory says correctly, I think that was around COVID. So I hope you've enjoyed the lap, and I hope you enjoyed this. Tune in next week for the replay video, because the sound of this thing is absolutely epic from the replay camera. So if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. That's no problems. Just put in the comments down below how I can do it better. Until next time, goodbye.